Hello everyone, welcome back to Subnautica. In the previous episode, we got our gear upgraded. We look into more of those life pods, 19, and the others. But there's still many more discoveries to be made. We found this island as well last episode, that's floating on the ocean surface by these little floaters. Ancient even. Alrighty, so let's begin and explore this island. And we're still awaiting the message from Sunbeam, the little counter on the top for them to come pick us up. We haven't got that yet, so I think we'll get it this episode. I'm guessing. So we're all way over there. Alright, let's go explore. I'm so happy they added the toggle sprint, like I said, episode. Like, this is revolutionary. Otherwise, I have to keep holding down shift. Bulbo tree. Yeah, is Bubble Baggins here? Where is he at? Yeah, Mordor right now. Interesting. Trees. I mean, it's so cool seeing land in some kind of way on this planet. I know below zero is in the Arctic, but this is more tropical. Ming plant. Gorgeous. Ain't she pretty? So we're gonna be on this island for quite a bit. There's a lot of things to find. There's, like, you know, old bases of the Degasi crew, which we'll be finding on their logs. And we'll be listening to them as well. And let me know down in the comments if you want me to make subtitles for the videos or for the logs, or have the PDA open and just stay still. Wait, can I move on? Oh, I can. How am I just not finding this out? And also, we'll be reading all the PDA logs this episode too. It'll be a big one. And I'll make timestamps and everything for those who are not interested. Eclipse. Whoa. Yeah, for those who are not interested, because not everyone wants to hear the logs. Oh gosh, jeez. But I'm gonna include them. Why do you find the what's it called? Marble melons. The marble melon. Should go this way and see what happens. And actually, for the meantime, I can survive off the bulbo trees. But we'll do like the codex entries in bulk kind of way of each episode. Therefore, we know the story, what's going on, the lore, and we don't get overwhelmed.
Vital signs.
Yes. Yes. Speckled rattler. Pink cap. Jaffa cup. The self-scan, we're normal. We're normal. Alright, I think we're chilling. I think we're vibing. A few more for good measure. We're doing fantastic right now. We're doing fantastic. And I'm gonna find all the logs first, and then we'll play them in order. Well, actually, no. That can't work because there's other logs in the world that may be the first one. So we'll piece everything together. Exterior grow bed. Perfect. These, however, will be our main source of food.
New blueprint acquired.
I just gotta hurry. I'll come back and grab some more because these will get old, and we don't want that to happen. Gorgeous, isn't she? Grub basket. I mean, this island wasn't originally here. These floaters brought it up, so this is a chunk of the terrain down below. Let's see. I know there's like an outer edge of the island that I can kind of follow, like this. There's also some secrets within. It feels so artificial. Because that's what it is. I mean, this was not originally here. Definitely go up there. It's a way up there. The trek. And I was gonna build my base last episode, but I want to save it for this one because I want a specific room. Aha! There's. I want a specific room where I can build the base. I don't want to build in like little tubes. I want to build an actual multi-purpose room. Get ready for a lot of building sounds. Like, you know, like the success a lot, because, you know, just make sure I talk. Because, you know, otherwise it's gonna be like blaring in y'all's ears. Ooh, tablet.
New blueprint acquired.
The large room from below zero? Yes. And I'll start reading or listening to the PDAs as I find them because they have context clues around the area that I may want to hear. I can't tell I'm rambling at this point. What'd you forge off, man? Forge off. Oh, yeah. Oh, he has a disease. Forge off. All day's work. Snag those real quick. And ooh, purple tablets. I don't know what that's used for. Purdy.
Integrating new PDA data.
Log 4.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched. Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing. We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Hmm.
New blueprint acquired.
Let's see. And her name was Margaret. Margaret. Paul is the older guy, and then Margaret is the woman, and then Bart is the younger one of the group. There's more in this building. Battery?
Integrating new PDA data.
Log 2. Paul, Bart, and Margaret.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say,
New
Chief.
blueprint acquired.
Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bart, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again. And when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Hmm.
Integrating new PDA data.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degasi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Even years. I mean, can you imagine years here? His accent's also super cool. It's a nice accent. That's up here. The observatory, spotlight. Deposit plant pots.
New blueprint acquired.
Observatory.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Block 1, habitation location.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
She had the right idea, it's just she went the wrong way of going about it. Need more planning, more tactical approach. Oh, stasis rifle. Very good. Expected water, another PDA. Ooh, indoor grow bed. Excellent. Oh, the lantern fruits are also really good.
New blueprint acquired.
So I'll take 2 of those and 2 marble melons when I leave the island. Oh, what was that?
Integrating new PDA data.
My goodness. Bart Torgle's log number 3, return from the deep.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
That's from the trailer. Dang. The Degasi. The ship before us. I think that's all the logs on this island. Yeah, it's all 5. And we'll look at these in a second. Now I'm just looking for a certain cave entrance. Is it over here? Yes. So yeah, there's this alien structure that I can't reveal for just yet, but basically, I don't know if they talked about this. In those recordings, I don't think they stumbled across this. How could they miss it? It is a alien structure that they certainly did not build, so I'll tell you that much. Yep. That's different. That is different. My gosh, it's crazy. This is just grand in scale. I don't think there's anything in. Oh, we do gotta scan it. We do gotta scan it. An alien arch. Alright. So, we can leave this island for now. I don't know if I'm missing a PDA. And this cycle down here. Next to the center of the island. I'll go back in the water. But interesting, there's so much more now to the story now, since we've seen this right here. Now we have questions as to who was here before us and before the Degasi. Makes you wonder. Oh, we went to both bases up there. Alright, we're just missing one more PDA. It's gonna be over here somewhere. Oh, here's the last PDA.
Signal location uplifted to PDA. Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
The aftermath. It's the last one of this area, anyway.
You see, Chief? You brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
It went deep. Alright, we basically are done with here on the island. Gonna go back into the sea moth, head back home.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
See a floating island? And that's where that base was, right there. The one that we got from that PDA. And let's go to life pod 13. Hello, Reefy. Alright, we're back at home base. We actually have a message. And I believe it might be Sunbeam. Every Quinn.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. And don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Excellent. We're gonna be saved. Alright, we're back in the water. A voucher. Samin will arrive. Landing site in 40 minutes. So until then, we can do some other stuff. We got Life Pod 13. We're now entering the grassy plateaus. Bone sharks. Peepers around. It's a scanner room fragment. Yes. What did it? Got it out. Salt. And there's another wreck right there. When you find more beacon fragments so we can set up some beacons. Oh, inventory's full, that's right. It says the depth's 175. Well, our crush depth for the sea moth is 200. So we can make it. We'll manage. Ooh, okay. The mushroom forest. And the tree. And a jelly. Jelly rays? Is what they're called? Yeah, jelly ray. Gotta scan everything. Gotta scan it. Tree mushroom. Glorious. Oh, what's this? A tree leech. Is this a spadefish? Wow. Let's play out. What's that? Gorgeous. So tranquil. Life Pod 13.
Integrating new PDA data. 30 seconds.
Aurora Survivors 13.
Live pod load sequence initiated. Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one. On and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
That was a unique recording. Damn. Okay, what do we have so far? Let's go and read some PDAs while we're waiting for our wonderful sunbeam to arrive. We'll go from top to bottom. We have the advanced theories.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint, All Terra vehicle signatures.
Oh, maybe the Cyclops. It has to be. Right, so we have specimen with symptoms of infection. This organism is displaying signs of bacterial infection. Bright green blisters are forming networks around the infection sites. Pathology suggests a waterborne bacterium capable of penetrating the body through the skin and respiratory system. Underlying indications of genetic mutation and aggressive behavior. The bacterium itself is unlike any so far recorded in human exploration. Warning, may be contagious. Avoid. Do not, under any circumstances, consume the flesh. Okay. We'll clean up this tree a little bit. And trust me, we're going up. Hard to tell. Okay. Sunbeam landing site. Okay. It's a good spot to read. So we have equipment, air pumps being the first, which I never use. Air pumps can be used to pipe breathable air to the remote location. The base attached air pump can be built in a compatible habitat and will source oxygen directly from the habitat's oxygen generator. The floating air pump must have accessible breathable air and be floating on the water surface. Pumps must be connected to a pipe chain to function. The handheld scanner, the essential science and survival tool. The scanner can be used to add new blueprints to memory and analyze unknown entities. It emits electromagnetic radiation in a specified direction, which is reflected by the environment and then analyzed to determine the physical makeup of the targeted object. It has 4 primary functions. Blueprint acquisition. Record the physical parameters of scanned technologies to add their blueprints to the PDA bank. These blueprints may then be constructed at the appropriate fabricator. The scanner is also equipped to break down damaged and otherwise useless devices into their base materials for salvage purposes. Organism analysis. The scanner will attempt to match scanned organisms against the onboard database. If no match is found, then the species will be assigned an easy-to-remember name, and a new database entry will be created. Your PDA's AI will also attempt to synthesize theories on behavioral tendencies and evolutionary origins where possible, as well as deliver assessments on how best to approach them. Medical analysis. Scanning any living organism will display basic information on their state of health on the scanner's HUD. This information will be limited without access to a network database. Self-scan. The user may run a self-scan to determine their own physical well-being. The scanner will search for foreign bacteria and other signs of ill health, and compare with available data to provide a diagnosis. The Altera Spectroscope Scanner. Understanding the world so you don't have to. Radiation suit. This suit fully protects against the effects of radiation during land, sea, and space exploration. Safety rated up to 400 SV an hour. Cross-compatible with all AEP suit functionality. Sleek. The radiation suit. Necessary precaution in a post-mad world.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Let's go and do that real quick.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
It said infected.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Repair tool. The repair tool can be targeted at any common device control panels, habitat modules, radios, etc., to stitch wires and seams back together at the atomic level. All good technicians keep one of these under their pillow. Most people don't care why it works, just that it saved their life that one time. But in case you're curious, it combines scanner and fabricator technologies to determine the proper specifications for the targeted object, and then rearranges the available physical material to match the original specs. The Altera Repair Tool. Get your fix. Stasis Rifle. The Stasis Rifle uses patented technology to slow time around the entity to a near to a full stop, as the laws of physics will permit, essentially anchoring the target in the place without affecting its internal workings. It is designed to facilitate scientific and engineering operations by expanding the window of opportunity for action in time-sensitive scenarios. The Stasis Rifle features an independent replaceable power cell, and the trigger may be held down to increase the area of effect and duration. Common applications include slowly fast-moving mechanisms such as a fan belt to facilitate maintenance operations, temporarily incapacitating an organism for research purposes, navigating perilous spaces by freezing potential threats. NB may not function correctly on larger life forms. The Altera Stasis Rifle. Life's fast. Why not put it on a pause? Okay. And we'll do habitat installations next. And first, we need to get that food situation in order. We can't use any of those. Oh, they're all rotten. Okay, we'll return to those in a minute. Let's just go to the Sunbeam location. The landing site. Oh yeah? What are your thoughts? Oh, there's 3 y'all. Oh, circuit. It's a little baby reef back. Oh, bone shark. We'll scan it. It's probably really stupid, but you know, I'm gonna try it. Bone shark. These things can tear up your vehicles. They could ruin everything. Bioreactor fragment. And some salt. Inventory's full. It's just, oh, we already have this. Okay. A new message. Oh, I'll check that out when we get back home. Alright. We're now at the island. What is this we got here?
Massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
Nice. So we're gonna solve our food problem real quick. Consume some fruit. Some boba. Bobo.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah, get our system back in order. There we go. Okay, we still got 22 minutes till they get here. Ooh, Sky Ray. Come on. I want it. Yes. Those are hard to get. Hard to scan. Alright. We explored this little landmass. I believe, yeah, this is actually a actual landmass. I mean, this is no floating island, mind you. This facility goes way down there. Way down there. So this is actually land. This is here. Ooh, this door. Force field control. We still have that tablet, but we'll save that for later. Ooh, scan it. Also, we can recreate it. Definitely, you don't see that every day. The purple tablet. The Aurora's over there. Goodness, it's a massive ship. We'll be exploring that in another episode. What is that? What is that? Cyclops? Yes, it's an engine fragment. So yeah, there's actually I think there's a wreck down there. Yeah, down there. And that will house probably some more Cyclops pieces. Beautiful. Ow. And this whole mountain has a complex interior. Let's just say that. And I wish I could take these things, but I mean, I have no space. Ooh, shale outcrops. A new outcrop. Lithium. Okay, we're back at the sea moth. In the meantime, we're gonna be reading some recordings.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Go back to our PDA. So we just read the stasis rifle, and then now we're going to be in the habitat installations. We have the aquarium. The aquarium is designed to hold and sustain to 8 small aquatic organisms and fit inside a regular multi-purpose habitat room. Aquatic creatures make up 70% of all known species, making the aquarium a commonly deployed tool in many exploratory operations. It is just as often used to house livestock for later consumption as is to hold specimens for xeno research. An automated environment regulation system means that there's no need to feed or care for your subjects. Due to its size, the regular aquarium is not rated for breeding applications, and creatures are highly unlikely to mate. Construct a full-size alien containment unit for this purpose. Bulkhead door. The bulkhead door is designed to separate compartments while reinforcing structural integrity with its solid titanium frame. The door can be opened and closed to seal off compartments in the event of fire or flooding, or simply for privacy. Advanced synthetic soils allow this grow bed to support a huge variety of quantity of alien plant life, and it can be installed anywhere on land or underwater where there is space. Fabricator. Fabrication technology is the power to rearrange matter at the atomic level. It was the catalyst behind the Great Expansion, and remains the backbone of the modern world. Fabricators come in all shapes and sizes, but the most common are small enough to be wall-mounted, and are used for everything from constructing everyday implements to cooking dinner. It is common today for households to keep a store of generic base materials on hand for any eventuality. The Habitat Builder. The Altera handheld habitat builder has been an essential tool of xenoscientists and colonists and emergency relief crews across 11 different transgovs for more than 50 years. Habitat modules are hermetically sealed from the outside environment, built on land, underwater, or in a vacuum. Habitats can be enhanced to become long-term homes, remote research stations, defense outposts, and more. Quick Start Guide. Select the basic compartment from the builder menu and place it somewhere opportune. Add a hatch to access the compartment. Build a solar panel to power the habitat's oxygen generator. Construct useful interior modules like radios, rechargers, and storage solutions. Primary habitat systems like oxygen generation and flood control, as well as modules like the Fabricator, draw power and will not function without it. Additional compartments reduce overall hull integrity, depending on the external pressure. Quick build habitats. A home far, far away from home. The interior grow bed is designed for use exclusively inside regulated habitat modules. The interior grow bed is more compact than the outdoor version, and features a hydroponic nutrient delivery system. Plants and pots. Interior planters come in a variety of configurations and allow for most plant species to be grown in small numbers for decorative or botanical use. The scanner room. This advanced habitat module can transform a small outpost into a burgeoning science and exploration station. A 3D display in the center of the room stores local topographical data. Systems can scan for and pinpoint particular materials. Remotely controlled drones scan the area up to 500 meters in range. Wall-mounted camera feeds allow for live control of scouting drones. Upgradable console may be used to enhance modules' functions. Spotlight. A permanent lighting solution developed for installation on existing habitats and facilities. Automatically rotates on a 180 degrees arc. Motion sensitive, will track nearby and moving objects. Draws electricity from main power. Okay, we got habitat, then we got power. Bioreactor. On planets where organic matter is plentiful but sunlight is not, a reliable bioreactor will frequently prove the most efficient power solution. May be installed in any multi-purpose habitat room. Chemically composed organic materials, converting them into energy over time. Accepts all plant matter from seeds and spores to moldly fruits and vegetables. Can only process animal matter, fat, muscle, eggs, etc. and some organic waste products. Energy production is proportionate to the calories in the organic matter. The bioreactor. Totally organic. Solar panel. Solar power is the most prevalent power source in the galaxy. And so it is no accident the standard solar panel is the default means of powering a habitat. A power source is a requirement of a habitat oxygen generators and other onboard modules. Provides limited power for small outposts and survival habitats. May be mounted on or near the habitat itself, or placed remotely and connected via power transmitters. Power rate relative to sunlight exposure. Vehicles. The Cyclops. The Cyclops is the most popular and reliable deep-sea submersible in the galaxy. By comparison to the competition, it can be crewed by just one pilot, hence the name. It features 3-speed manual piloting controls and forward observation deck for precise maneuvering. Dry dock for transportation, maintenance, and recharging of scouting vehicles. Extensive storage solutions in the keyhole section. Internal and external video feeds. Onboard AI for threat detection. Extensive customizable options. A device for captains. Higher speeds generate additional noise, which may attract undesired attention. Power consumption. Engine off is 0%. Slow, 25%. Standard, 50%. And flank, 100%. Silent running mode may activate in conjunction with any speed setting to reduce noise close to zero, at a substantial additional power cost. Cyclops upgrades may be fabricated at the terminal in the engine room, and installed at the neighboring panel. Ratings. Top speed, 8 meters per second. Acceleration, 3 meters per second. Power. Replaceable power cells. Dimensions, 54 meters by 14 meters by 12 meters. Persons 1 through 6. NB. The Cyclops does not feature habitational quarters. It is recommended that the captain draw up a rota to decide who gets to sleep in the corridor each night. Automatic fire suppression. Hull damage and high speeds increase fire risk. Emergency ballast. In the event of a full system failure, this vehicle will sink. Mobile Vehicle Bay. The Mobile Vehicle Bay is a deployable station equipped with fabrication drones, designed to construct small research and exploration vehicles from the raw materials. It is a common tool in almost all industrial, scientific, and colonization operations. Seaglide. The Seaglide is a personal transportation device designed for use of oceanic environments, capable of speeds up to 36 kilometers an hour. In standing water, displays basic topographical data for aid in charting cave systems. Replaceable battery. Keep fingers clear of propeller. The Seaglide. Anything that moves faster underwater is probably trying to eat you. Seamoth. The Seamoth is a one-person vehicle with an independent and replaceable power cell fitted in the rear and a fully customizable design. Low power, multi-directional thrusters enable functionality equally well in sea or space environments. Most long-range vessels carry at least 2 vehicles of this class to facilitate the exploration and exploitation of small astronomical bodies, and however they can also be fabricated at a standard mobile vehicle bay. Now, ratings. Top speed 13 meters per second. Acceleration 5 meters per second. And then distance per power cell 10 kilometers. Crush depth 200 meters below sea level. Upgrade modules 4 slots. Dimensions 3 meters by 1.5 meters by 1 meter. Persons 1. Seamoths may be modified by installing upgrade modules to the access point mounted on the wing. These modules include increased cargo storage, superior power, pressure and collision compensation, enhanced sonar, and defensive capabilities. NB. These modules may be only manufactured at a moon pool outfitted with a vehicle modification station. The Seamoth. It goes anywhere but land. Alright, we'll read the rest later. My mouth is getting tired. But just so happens, we have 4 minutes left on this landing site. Man, the water's so pretty. So beautiful. So beautiful. It's so good. It's a nice building. Very advanced, it looks like. I'm sure it's just a building.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
I'm sure they survived. Nah, I'm just kidding. That wasn't in. So it's just gonna do that. Destroyed our boy, the Sunbeam, Avery Quinn. Wow.
Seek fluid intake.
Whatever it was, do not want us to leave and does not want others to join.
Vital signs stabilizing.
But we're gonna go in there real quick. Man, I'll tell you what, those marble melons, those are the best things for you in this game. Look, these Bibble Baggins trees, they're not doing nothing. Huh? Let's go on there. So yeah, we'll come back to this cave later and gather some materials, but right now I have limited space. But what I want to do, I want to check it out. Alright, first one. Okay, so we did vehicles, we have data downloads. This is where stuff will get really interesting on why we should probably read these before we enter this building. I'm sorry there's a lot of reading this episode, but I waited too long to like read them all at once, but now when they pop up, I'm going to read them in that moment. Therefore, it's not like all one big bulk section of the video. I want to read these. This is lore. It's just a story that we really need to know. So, alien data subsection, and then scan data. Okay. We got the alien arc. Or arch. It says, this structure's intended purpose is unclear. Theories on function. Ceremonial or religious role. Industrial applications. Advanced transportation network. Assessment. Further research required. With the force field control terminal. This device matches no known technologies and is likely alien in nature. Power is being routed via the terminal to the nearby force field. The technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, there's a good chance it functions like a regular lock, and only requires the correct kind of key. The purple tablet. This carbon-based device is lighter than it looks, and features a symbol which resembles a U, lit up in purple. Despite the onboard power still functioning, algae growth on the exterior indicates it was abandoned hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago. While the technology is far beyond Federation levels, and there is no obvious way to interface with it, it should nonetheless be possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device, if necessary. And we already listened to all these when we found them. Yeah, we read these already in previous episodes, when we found them. So that's how I dynamically should do it. Life Pod 6 transmission origin. A distress signal has been retrieved from Life Pod 6, but the attached coordinates were corrupted. Last available photographic data has been downloaded and analyzed. Crew requested assistance navigating radiation. Sunk to approximately 100 meters. Located in an area dense with red grass, near a number of natural arches and rock stacks. Transmission origin approximately 400 meters west-northwest of Life Pod 4's last location. I'm not sure if we found this one, but we can still look for it regardless. And we found these on the island when we found them. The Degasi crew. This is not all their logs, but that's all we have so far that we encountered. And now we have geological data. 4546b, environment scan. Category 3 ocean planet. Oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere. Extensive biodiversity. Safety warnings. May support Leviathan-class predators. Water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Planet is beyond Federation space. Rescue unlikely. It is not recommended to explore this environment without hazardous material suits and extensive support apparatus. The limestone outcrops. These unusual geological structures often form around titanium and copper deposits. They are distinct to this planet. Closer analysis reveals the stone around the metal has been hardened against erosion, but the mechanism remains unknown. Assessment. Titanium and copper source. Sandstone outcrops. These common, porous outcrops seem to form around small amounts of precious metals, or otherwise these metals are part of a sedimentary buildup over time. Assessment. Lead, silver, and gold source. Scattered wreckage. Analysis confirms this wreckage is from the aurora. Outer layers of the material have oxidized, suggesting it has been heated to over 1200 degrees Celsius. This pattern is consistent with hull disintegration during atmospheric entry. Salvage of intact portions of Altera vessels is prohibited at legal, moral, and technical levels. Scraps such as these may be reclaimed for their titanium content at any Altera fabricator. Shell outcrops. This sedimentary rock is formed from flakes of clay minerals, inside of which rare metals such as lithium can be found. Geological conditions on this planet mean it tends to be found in deeper biomes. Assessment. Gold, lithium, and diamond source. Indigenous life forms. Coral. Brain coral. A permanent growing colony of microscopic organisms. This coral species has adapted to filter carbon dioxide from the environment, using the carbon to build the colony and expelling the oxygen from specialized exhaust funnels. It is quite hardy, suggesting samples from a mature specimen could be grown artificially. Assessment. Air tanks are equipped to siphon oxygen from the water wherever possible. Coral shell plate. This variant of coral has adapted to survive in close proximity to other coral, filtering nutrients from the water and sharing them via a spore-like substance which grows around the base. Assessment. No practical applications discovered. Giant coral tubes. The variety of coral formations on 4546b appear to be different solutions to the same problem of maximizing water and nutrient flow throughout the colony. These particular variants funnel water down a tube, filtering nutrients as they pass. Their size suggests that they have been highly successful. Assessment. Coral tube samples are rich in calcium, exploitable in bleach fabrication. Table coral. Each disc is an individual colony of microorganisms filtering nutrients from the water. Growth patterns indicate the colonies are in indirect competition for positions with superior current or light. Unlike other coral species, its structure is malleable, softly pulsating as it pumps nutrients to its extremities, and only turning rigid when it senses physical assault. The jewel-like nodes in the surface are concentrated buildups of rare minerals the coral is unable to process. Assessment. Exploitable in computer chip fabrication. Tree mushrooms. Analysis of these large organic structures reveals a microcosm of cooperating, cohabiting, and competing life forms. The main trunk is a species of coral, some colonies up to 50,000 years old. The caps which line it share more in common with the earth fungi. Other organisms grow on the structure wherever there is space and light. Surrounding waters are dense with herbivorous life forms in the 1 mm, 10 mm range, to the extent that the larger herbivores appear to have mostly abandoned the area. Assessment. Exploitable. Ooh, the fauna. Carnivores. We have the biter. Vicious. Pack hunting predator. 94% muscle, 4% connecting tissue, 2% brain. Indiscriminate when hungry, almost always hungry. Specialized olfactory antenna, employed in detection of bodily fluids in the water at impressive range. Secondary pair of eyes, likely dedicated to detecting the peripheral movement of larger predators and hungry members of its own species. Number 3, overdeveloped tail fin, favors outpacing and outnumbering their prey over individual maneuverability. Calculations suggest creatures up to 100 times the biter's body weight could succumb to a focused assault by the pack of 10. Assessment. Avoid packs. Try not to bleed. Bone shark. A large and powerful predator that lives in small groups and fiercely defends its hunting grounds. Number 1. Thickly armored exoskeleton. Suggests defensive adaptation either to larger predators or in-species aggression. Marked similarity to the segmented exoskeleton of the sand shark, suggesting a relative recent common ancestor. Large eyeballs. Consistent with high light sensitivity, likely for hunting of luminescent prey in low light environments. Generally slow and unresponsive as a means of energy conservation, they will act with uncompromising speed and aggression against any threat to their territory. Assessment. Avoid. May be distracted by light sources. Alright, so I'll take a break from the databank for now. I don't want to get overwhelmed with too much reading for the video, but yeah, so I mainly want to do these right here. These alien constructs.
Indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Integrity.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
So, with the alien data terminal. Discovered inside an alien facility. It was not possible to translate any useful information, however. Scans have returned some information on the device itself. It is likely a solid-state computer, although there is no clear way to interface with it. On approach, it began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It is likely the alien species which designed this technology evolved or genetically selected sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast by the device, and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers were considerably more psychologically developed than the common human. Assessment. Further research required. Alright. Massive construct, massive structure. What are they doing here?
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
For the data required. Ah, we passed an ion cube. The ion cube. This green mineral substance has no entry on the periodic table, and has unprecedented ability to store huge amounts of iconic energy within it. Likely grown artificially, cubic appearance suggests it has been cut from a larger deposit. Each cube contains the equivalent ionic energy of 5 kilotons of TNT. Under the right conditions, the energy could be released in a controllable manner. Likely used as batteries, but would require a substantial power source to be recharged. Assessment. Valuable energy source. The ion cube. Who built these? How long ago were these here?
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
We have the Enforcement Platform Schematic. This data set appears to be a multidimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to three-dimensional spaces, it is possible to gather a basic understanding of this facility's internal workings. Construction material. The facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam, synthesized from off-world materials. There is no indication that it can be damaged or destroyed by available means. Power. The schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate, self-sustaining power plant, located elsewhere on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence the designers intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. The layout. The facility consists of the upper engineering section, where the schematic was found, in the control room, which is accessed via the security-sealed elevator shaft, or a separate underwater moon pool. Control. The control room is the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures. Whew. Probably reading too much. Mouth is getting tired.
Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Let's go in. Incredible. Incredible. The moon pool. And that goes outside where we were at earlier. It's much deeper. Alright, then we're going here. Oh yeah, check this out. Check that out. It's a whole like grand staircase. Here's another teleporter. Or ancient ark. And we can't use it just yet. It needs to be activated from somewhere else. Alien rifle. This is an alien rifle. Strong resemblance to the human weaponry in this form. This device must be designed with a humanoid user in mind. Whether the aliens that built this structure were themselves humanoid or otherwise employed the use of humanoids is unclear. What is clear is that they consider defending this facility a necessary precaution. There is no obvious way to remove this rifle from the case. Going up. So much mystery, so much history. Another purple tablet. Alien device. Doomsday device. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet, along with most of the solar system. Fortunately, it's malfunctioned. Well, thank goodness, because that would be a disaster. Ooh, okay.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway. Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
Ooh. Energy core. Okay. There it is. Energy core. This device houses energy equivalent to 100 MT nuclear detonation, which can be channeled through the facility and directed at the vessels overhead, or bent around the planet's gravitational pull to strike targets in orbit. Power is routed via attachment terminal, allowing for this device to be deactivated if necessary. It is currently operating without parameters, suggesting it will target any ship within range. Ah, okay.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Quarantine?
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
Alien facility locations. Intercepted background data regarding further alien facilities elsewhere on the planet. Disease Research Facility. Depth, 800 meters. Location, cave system with extensive fossil record. Southwest of enforcement platform. Function, live specimen study. Objective, synthesis of antidote for highly infectious bacterium, designated CAR. Thermal power facility. Depth, 1200 meters. Location, inside an extensive natural rock formation in an area of intense volcanic activity. Function, generate energy for all local facilities. Sanctuary A, data corrupted. Sanctuary B, data corrupted. Off-site laboratory, data corrupted. Primary containment facility, data corrupted. In the event of an outbreak, quarantine procedures will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The quarantine enforcement platform will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent the spread of the infection off-world. Cool. The Kharaa Bacterium. I believe that's the same bacterium in Natural Selection 1 and 2. Unknown World's first two games, before they made Subnautica, and then Below Zero, and now about to be 2. Wait, can I use that teleporter? No. I cannot. Alright, we're out of here. Time to return home. But I'll show you. Just real quick. This right here leads, and I'll go back up to the surface like that. You know what? That's just so cool. Our lab pod is 1,500 meters away. 1,500 meters. Woo! What a journey that was. Or just getting started. Enough space. I do. Alright, let's go back to the life pod. And we'll come back here in the future to gather some more materials. In the next episode, we'll build the base. And then we'll explore the Degasi habitat. Alright, we're back in the safe shallows. The music. It's goated. Okay, we'll play this message.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Charming. Ah, yes. Right here. This will take us down to the Lost River.
Calorie intake recommended.
Yes. This right here. That goes so far down. I would build like right here. I want to build like a starter base. This is more like an outpost. I'll put like an outpost here. I want my home base to be like, you know, somewhat central and in a nice, pretty location.
Seconds.
Ooh, laser cutter part. Oh, I need one more. Oh, I need that tool to go to the Aurora. Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Subnautica, where we explored the other island. Didn't get saved by the sunbeam because it shot us down, presumably just like it did to us, and the Degasi before us. It keeps happening. We need to change it. We need to save it from happening. Because what's here on this planet is a bacterium called the Kharaa, and it cannot be spread. We do not want it to be spread across the galaxy because it is contained here. And how are we going to fix that problem? Well, we'll have to wait and see to the next episodes. We also visited the life pod, and we went to the island, the other one, the south one, to see the Degasi survivors. Their initial setup before they went deep underwater, and we read their data logs. And we also got caught up on most of the audio logs and the codex entries in the PDA. It was a big episode, and I can't wait to see y'all next time on the next episode of Subnautica.